Good morning, everybody. I am your host, Norm. We are Two Nerds, One Quest coming at you. It is Sunday morning. We are in great mood. We are in a great spirit. We are ready to get this shit rocking. We are ready to roll. And we are ready to break some hearts, I guess. Joining me today at the very bottom of your screen, straight down, genius, Jeff Williams. How you doing, Jeff?
Doing really well. Yeah, we got the train moving pretty fast, so when it goes off the rails, it's going way off.
Just describes the group entirely.
There are no rails. This is like Mad Max in the desert.
Where we're going, we don't need rails.
I call the flaming guitar guy.
Damn it! I wanted to be him.
No, Norm, you're the guy on the front of the vehicle.
Strapped into the
Strapped
front.
to the front. Yeah. You have no control of where we're going. You're just hanging on for dear life.
Fine. And directly below me is a Morton Joe, Ryan Kukta. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing better than you guys, apparently. No, I would definitely, even though I aspire to be the leader, you'd want to be one of those pole warriors, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, that shit's terrifying.
Swinging back and forth and just... I'm going to watch that movie again. Son of a bitch.
I know. The man directly above me, who, I don't know, have you seen the black and chrome or the shiny and chrome version?
Mm-mm.
That is Mr. JC, the previous DM JC.
And dethroned?
I should see, well, as of this session,
For sure, yeah.
I should see if I can share that with you. I got the 2-pack, the regular Mad Max, and then there's a shiny chrome version, which is like, it's not black and white, it's
Like
grayscale.
washed out.
It's all
yeah.
it's
Like
literally all
CBS.
grayscale. No, it's grayscale. It's very cool.
Interesting.
Anyway, yeah,
Oh, excuse me.
we are here
Wow.
for burps and movie talk and a
Apparently.
little bit of D&D.
Just a little.
On that note, Genius, do you have a limerick and a
It's-
recap?
It's recap time. So we started out the last episode traveling through the woods, came across a wizard who was using fire against some giant boars, and he was slowly losing ground and getting flanked. So we did notice that the boars had some glowing spikes in them, but before too long, Axe basically took care of both of them impressively. We found out that the wizard's friend had been missing, and he told us that if you can find him and bring him to the tower in Neverwinter with the white flag, he would give us, or he would either give us or make us some kind of magical item. So while Axe was eating some not quite all the way cooked bacon, we inspected the spikes, and it was like a gem, but not, and it made anyone who got near them feel clouded. So we decided to continue on, and what happened was we learned that Axe has an odd way of making his famous torch-seared boar bacon from the rear of a horse, which gets grease burns, of course, and sets Bree's whole body a-quakin. So then we can, as we got closer to our target, the air got thicker and visibility started getting down. So we tied up the horses as we approached the crater and started to descend. So the team has located their goal, a giant crater shaped like a bowl. Axe and Bree hop on down, Rand slides on the ground to probe a dark, hazy, musty hole.
Cooper.
And that is where we left off.
And something about entering a dark, hazy, musty hole. That sounds kind of fun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can take that for what it's worth, I guess.
That, hey, what's that sound?
What is it worth?
For what it's worth.
All right.
That is a good story.
We'll switch out the music, and then,
Away from JC singing, yes.
yep, if I had a button to turn that off here, I would mute that. I would mash that button until it died.
Oh,
That
Tony.
That button's over here. Go Gadget Arms.
Let us see what this music is like.
Mm.
Dark cavern with drippy water.
Ooh.
Ooh. Tickling the
I have
ivories.
to find the volume, though, because that is loud in my ear.
Oh, sorry. Great in my ear. Right in my ear hole.
As long as it's good on Twitch.
Yeah, there's nothing in their thing about ears. Only feet. Feet and breasticles.
All right. You are at the entrance to this cave, this hole in the ground that is sloping down a bit. It is dark. You have this path behind you that leads back up to forest level. You are down, I'd say probably about 40 feet. You know, the ground level would be like 40 feet up above you, and this opening of the cave is about 10 feet. It's like a 10 feet in diameter hole. You can only see about 45 feet around, so you can no longer see the top of behind you. You can no longer see the top. And in front of you, you can kind of see a path. It's goes about 5 or 10 feet before it has a little curve in it. Shit. Well, I guess that's going away. I was monitoring the stream and it went away. So, you stand in front of this, for lack of better words, I would call it a crater opening. Like a giant sphere shot into the ground. What would you like to do? I'm assuming you would like to go in.
Yeah, well, I got dark vision. Does that allow me to see much else? Beyond 60 feet?
No, it is not going to give you anything beyond the
Cave
darkness.
turns a corner.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll lead the way down in.
before we go in, I'm gonna just get both of their attention and look in their eyes real quick, and I'm going to use an ability that if it matters, I will let them know.
Axe gets really nervous thinking he's about to be kissed.
No.
You said you're looking in his eyes. He's awkward around women.
I'll just say, okay, let's do this. And I rolled a 5 for the ability if it matters later.
All right. So Rand is leading the way?
Rand is leading the way. The path going down is going to be the same. It's a winding path. It is around 10 feet, the same as the hole, give or take. So it's pretty comfortable to walk down. You don't have to necessarily, well, also because you're dwarves, you also don't have to duck. But you're kind of at a loss for your vision. It is dark. And the further down you go, the less light you end up with. So at some point, once you get down, Rand or Axe, your dark vision will kick in, but it's still only going to be 45 feet. And
Rand has
anybody else without
dwarves.
dark vision is going to have a light source.
We're all dwarves.
We're all dwarves, so we all have.
Oh, that's all. Okay, that's a feat.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you don't need the light source, but
It's part of their race.
okay. Oh, I suppose because
whatever the hell you wanna call it.
mountain and cave people. So as you get to, I have to delete that. As you get down, it starts to open up into a larger opening. And the further you get into that opening, there is this gold glowing giant rock straight in front of you. The whole rock itself isn't glowing. It appears as if sections, like it's dotted with all these gold glowing items. And it's the same color that you had seen from the boars.
I pulled the little rod thing out of my pocket to compare. Because I did pocket one of those things.
Yeah, you're going to be way too far where you're at now to...
I'd like to move closer.
Yeah.
Rand is leading the way.
And as you get closer, and maybe as you get closer, you notice that the cave opens up a bit, both above you and around you. You notice that there are other passages. There are entryways, and the ceiling above you goes up another probably 10 feet or so. So now you're in probably like a 20-foot tall cave with a series of passages.
Does it look like this rock was excavated, or does it look like this rock was brought here somehow?
Roll an investigation, investigation or perception, whatever you feel like doing.
Well, my perception's going to be better, so that's what I'm going to do. 16, sir.
It doesn't look like it's been excavated. It is one giant piece. It hasn't broken apart. It doesn't look like anything's been dug into. It looks it looks like somebody took a giant rock and slammed it into the ground, and which would have shoved it into these caves. So essentially what you're understanding is that this is what came from the sky. With your intellect, with your roll, you're able to deduce that this is what caused the giant earthquake / tremors.
It's the thing that caused the shower of metal as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So, John, or Axe, as you hold your little golden rod, or according to Elquin, your little golden dildo rock, as you hold that up to the giant meteor.
Is it vibrating?
It's not. It's not Well, it's not vibrating.
That's
but
good.
As you compare
And
it
disappointing.
to other pieces, you get close to it, and let's see, which one is you? You're right up to it.
Significantly smaller, and I'm disappointed.
You notice that the one that you're comparing it to wiggles its way out of the rock and kind of shoots itself at you, but drops.
Like at me or at the rod I'm holding?
At you.
I'm gonna take a step back. Shit's violent, guys.
Make a perception check, Axe, and anybody else that wants to.
It just tried to spear me. No, I'm a little freaked out.
And you can do it at advantage, Axe.
Oh, okay. Good, because that was a 4.
14 for me.
11 is not much better.
All right. So
Well, Rand is the brains of this whole thing, so.
Axe
I'm
is
so perceptive.
Axe is concerned with the one that fell out at him at his feet, and Bree and Rand, especially Rand, notices that this is happening all over the rock. Every few seconds, another one is being shot out of this asteroid. Not far. It's not like they're, being shot into the wall. But it appears to be, to you, like they're wiggling their way out.
Are they moving once they get out?
No.
Okay, so they just kind of flop out and they're on the ground.
Yep.
Are there quite a few of them on the ground?
Yeah, there's a couple.
All right. Well, I haven't picked one up yet, so I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, and
Go to
as
grab
you
one.
you pick one up, your body just your body feels different, like a unease settles over you. Little something tickle in the back of your mind.
God, this reminds me of a movie I saw in the 80s. About this alien invasion where they burrowed into the back of people's skulls. All I
Do they
remember is a
look
teacher
valuable?
eating a frog.
Do they look valuable? Is there a check for that? I mean, they look like
That would be a typically I would do a insight check or an investigation check.
yeah. Why don't you do?
Sometimes, well, it depends. Whatever you feel like. I mean, it could be Arcana if it's magic related at all. You could have it be a survival check if you think it's like, I don't know, it's valuable to who.
Yeah, we'll just go with the assumption, because of your nature and the way it looks, it matches other stones and other valuable rocks.
Precious
that you've
stone
seen.
that
Precious
we
stones,
as
yeah.
dwarves have never seen. So
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
So-
All right. I mean, it
so these-
would make sense. Then go ahead.
So these are hard items, like
Yes.
stone or gem. But so when you say they're moving, are they actually like wiggling or just like they're moving position?
It's like they're vibrating,
Okay.
but once they pop out, they stop vibrating.
Oh, boo. Wait a minute. No, that's a good thing. That's how you want it to be.
All right. So I'm gonna
Not really,
grab
but-
like 5 of them, and I'm gonna say, I don't know. These look like we could make something out of this, or sell these to somebody in town. We could have hit the jackpot here.
I walk up to the one that just jumped out at me and I pick it up off the ground and I take the two of them and I touch them together. Anything happen?
No, it's
No?
just two rocks playing nose touch, playing boop.
You just touch tips.
Yeah, just touching tips.
Just the tips.
Just the tip.
Playing lightsabers. Yeah, once I realize that, I grab a few more of them and shove them in my pocket. However many would fit in my pocket without being uncomfortable.
Do they
Wow.
the more that they pick up, does that affect them anymore with the uneasiness feeling, or is it just kind of a all or nothing?
Right now, it's an all or nothing.
That is a good question.
All right. While they're playing with their stones, I would like to kind of wrap around this wall to the other side and just see what's around the corner, what's around the first corner, to the left, to my left, not left on screen. But...
Not left on screen.
Oh, that looks fun.
Oh, Bree, where are you going?
Walking into this cavern, Bree,
Oh, hell.
you notice that there are some stalactites along the ceiling, and there are these giant eggs in this brownish area. Oops, gotta move.
Fucking Urukai.
Mm.
At the
Flaming
far
brown.
end. And you can barely make out the eggs, so you're just able to see the front of them, because 45 feet.
Mhm.
And that's probably a little bit more than
Yeah.
45 feet, but that's that's what you see.
I'll
as you
move
walk in.
closer.
Yeah, as you walk in, it comes out of that darkness, And it's the haze. The further you go into these tunnels, the haze and the pressing feeling, this fog that you have is it's enveloping you.
Do the eggs look like any that I've ever seen before?
Do a history check.
Ooh, it sat on the one for a second there, but 14.
Yeah, you have the idea that these are eggs that you have seen before. They look like where is it? They look like something you've seen in a book that you've only really heard about that lives underground outside of town. You, I believe they are called ankeg.
Oh, ankegs.
Ankegs, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we don't.
We're all familiar with those as players.
Yeah, we don't need more of those around. Okay. Since I don't see Rand, can I use the ability I activated outside the cave and say, whisper in Rand's head, "Hey Rand, can you come check these out with us?"
Rand's picking up more of these shiny stones. Does it seem to have a cumulative effect
It does not.
on Rand?
Not
Okay.
right now. Right now it is just this nagging feeling in the back of your mind. It is
Norm, I don't know if you did it intentionally, but the way you phrased that puts that nagging feeling in the player's mind. Not right now. It's like, hell.
and
So,
it's
I,
it almost feels like a hand is massaging the back of your brain. Like just ever so slightly.
And that's why Bree put hers down. So
Does
when
it feel nice? Or does it feel like someone's poking and prodding?
It feels not like a prodding. It feels like a weird tingle.
Okay.
It's not invasive.
Like a funny bone tingle or an in my shorts tingle?
Yeah, you guys feel that tingle? It's not like I get when I look at Bree. It's something completely different.
Like
you realize I'm standing right here.
your hand fell asleep kind of tingle.
Oh, you're doing the stranger, huh?
Not that again.
Rand, get off the ground. Quit sitting on your hand.
Rand, those eggs look like Ankeg eggs. That's a not friendly. That's the grasshopper or the mantis creature, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I don't think we want to be in here when those things hatch.
Well, then let's take care of our business and get out of here. Don't you want to grab like 30 or 40 more of these sweet gems?
How far are you guys into the tunnel or into the
I think
room
my
here?
pockets can hold. We're 25, 20, 10, 15, 30, 35-ish feet away from the left-hand sack of eggs.
You guys going into the room at all? Or are you just kind of staring at it from a distance?
From a distance.
As soon as I could identify them, I took up kind of a defensive position and not. I'd prefer further away combat.
I'd like to imagine that Axe and Rand's attention is fully on Bree, so if she takes a defensive position, they'll hold.
Yeah.
That
So,
makes sense.
yeah. Maybe we should get rid of these. How many are there? I mean, like what we can see.
Make a perception check.
Just wondering how many. If it's like, oh yeah, if we each get rid of like 3 or 4 of them, then they'll be gone. Or is it like, oh, this is a pile of so many, we'll never get to the bottom of it? That's
21.
not good. 7.
With a 7, you see 4, 5. With the 21,
Okay.
you notice that it's like a lot behind them. If you were,
A lot more
from
than
what
you
you
see
can
on the surface.
from what you can see, it looks like about 20.
Did my depth perception and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They're like Transformers. There's more than meets the eye.
So, do you guys think we should destroy them?
Like an eggs hatching.
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends. Do you think they're a threat to us, or is that just gonna piss off mommy?
How big is a little ankh egg? Ankh egg. Ankh egg. An ankh egg. It's a
Probably
mouthful.
the size of the egg, but
They
when he
are.
said mommy, that put me on edge.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't even think about that.
the egg size axe, if you're asking, is
Yes.
ostrich size.
Oh, okay. So they're little. So if they do hatch, it's going to be more of dealing with a swarm than a.
Ostriches are big.
But an ostrich egg.
Aren't
Like the
ostrich
size of an ostrich or an ostrich egg?
ostrich egg? Aren't ostrich eggs
Ostrich
like?
egg.
Size of your head, right? Give or take.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
big enough.
I'll say bigger than what John's saying, smaller than what Tom's saying. We'll call it that.
Even still,
I
I'm
don't I've
thinking
never held
mama. I'm thinking mama, like large creature.
All
like,
right.
twice as
While
tall as
these
us.
guys are arguing about the size of an ostrich egg, I'm picking up more gems.
How are you just for a visual? How are you holding them?
All in one arm.
They're about the size of like a vibrator, right? Is that what we're saying?
Couple inches.
So
Well, it depends.
how
I'm
we're
putting them
measuring
in my
things now?
backpack.
That doesn't really narrow
I've
it
got-
down, Cooch. That could be anywhere from like 2 inches to like 3 feet.
Okay.
He's
Well,
not wrong.
you're the expert. I'm grabbing.
Walked into
I'm
it.
grabbing about.
There went the
15
rails.
of them.
I don't know what to tell you. They're a couple inches long.
I've got about 15 of them.
Yeah, they
And are you holding them like cradling them? Are you?
I'm putting them in a backpack. Just boop, 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 boop.
All right. So in a backpack. So your hands are free then,
Yep.
relatively. All right. Yeah, if the eggs are less of a threat, I think I would just kind of get a little bit closer to make sure that there isn't a hidden corner. I'll say to about there. That there isn't.
But just before you start to walk, I put my hand on your shoulder real quick and I look up. On the ceiling
Real
is
quick.
there. Yeah, before I let you walk away from me, I look up in that room on the ceiling. Is there a mommy up there or anything?
the same. You see the same thing that Bree did. You see stalactites everywhere.
Okay. I know no sign of mommy though, huh?
No sign of mommy.
Okay, then I let Bree go.
All right.
Sorry, a
Go
little jumpy. If mom's
Kind
around.
of the middle of the room and just make sure that I don't see anything like another passage that we might need to identify or anything other than the eggs.
I follow her like Shaggy. Kind of looking around.
Shaggy the Rapper?
No, Shaggy, everybody's favorite stoner from
It wasn't you.
60s cartoon. Not Boo Boo or Yogi. Yogi sings Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Talks amongst yourselves. I think the dogs need to go out.
Hey, Boo Boo. It wasn't me.
Hey, baby.
That is one of my favorite acts I saw a comedian do. He did impersonations. He did cartoon characters at an orgy. And he got to Yogi and Boo Boo, and it's like, but Yogi, the Ranger's coming. So is everybody else, Boo Boo. It's so fun. Oh man, I should clap like that on the radio right in front of the mic. on the radio, on the stream, right in front of
I
the
didn't.
mic.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, fantastic. Good. I didn't blow anyone's ears out then. Yeah, Elmer Fudd sitting in a corner masturbating. This is lovely. He had a whole bunch of, it was, and he was so good at the voices that I was like 14 or 15 when I saw it, and I was just laughing my ass off. It's about the same time I saw Jeff Dunham for the first time.
Right on time.
Which was, oh my God. Like, Jeff Dunham really struck gold when Ahmed came around. But prior to that, and like when he was just Peanut, like I knew him before Walter even existed. Like he was on my radar. It was amazing. There's Tom Norman.
Yeah,
Speaking
sorry.
of
Dogs. Dogs do things.
All right, I'm just gonna do a basic investigation of the room.
Let's investigate.
So, 21. Just to see, I'm looking for anything other than eggs out of the ordinary. Like a passageway, items, other creatures.
With an actual vibrator.
With the 21, you don't see any passages, you don't see any chests, you really don't see anything else in this area other than the eggs and the stalactites.
All right. Axe, I don't think there's anything else over here but the eggs. And we should probably get moving before Mama comes back.
I think that's a good idea. Let's leave them alone.
As you guys are moving out, I need you to make a... let's see here. Make a...
Animal handling check.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit. Oh, nice. 18.
This is what you do when you are who you are. 26.
Oh, hell.
Oh, Jesus.
Rogues, man.
Yeah, so you feel this tremor from outside of that 45-foot visual, which, now that you're looking, it's really dropped down to 30 feet. From the time that you walked away from those eggs to going back towards Rand, the darkness has kind of come in a little bit. And from out of that darkness comes flying in some large rocks aimed in your direction. And with your dexterity, you're able to jump out of the way, and it explodes against the walls next to you.
Can you tell what direction they're coming from?
Make a perception to see if you could tell.
I like this die. It's working very well. 16.
All right, so it would have come from the southeast side of the meteor.
Huh.
I would like to keep moving this way then. Me in it. Whatever threw stuff at me. Hide behind the meteor.
Rand, I think there's something over there, and I'll point in that direction, south.
So here's the question. Do we feel like we have resolved the issue we are here for?
That's an interesting.
Because we know what's down here, but we haven't dealt with anything.
Well,
were we tasked with finding out what's down here, or were we tasked with taking care of what is down here?
I remember Ellie said, Bree doesn't, but Ellie said something about people going missing. So I don't know if the mission was to find what or why, or if it was just find the thing.
Ellie would have told you that your mission is to go see what the issue is, why your people are missing, and the implication would be handle it.
Deal with it.
Yeah, and then you also we're charged with finding dude's friend.
Oh yeah.
So I
That's
I
cool.
think normally I would be on the axe plan, and you hear shit that way, run that way. But I think we've got to investigate.
We got to find Iskavol is the guy's name.
Yep.
So
The partner to Torch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And-
slowly walk around here and kind of assume that the sound came from this way, because this way is a wall.
And as you're walking past the crater, you come across that path.
Come on, Axe, we gotta check it out.
Okay, they're throwing shit at me though.
And Axe
and
from
then
where
Bree-
you're standing, you can see to the south of you,
Yeah.
just at the very edge of that 30-foot darkness, it looks like there might be some more paths, some more tunnels.
There's more tunnels over here, guys. Which way are we going?
Bree will use that ability, and she'll whisper in Axe's head. Are you coming with, Axe?
How does she say that?
Very, yes, very smoothly, very.
Really seductively.
Come hither.
Are you coming with us? Yeah. Then he comes running. Yes, my lady.
All right, Rand. So
Bree has officially become the leader of the group at this
Yeah, as well she should.
in Axe's head, at least. Rand's the muscle.
Making
Bree's
your
the
way
leader.
around Rand, Axe, you also see that new opening. But as you come around the edge, the meteor, the boulder, whatever you want to call it, is large. So you obviously cannot see over it. So you don't know what's on the other side. And as you come around, you don't see anything. There's nothing there.
all right, I'm gonna go all the way to the edge and see if there's anything, because that's kind of the direction stuff came from.
Yep. There's on the other side there, on the south side of that meteor, is a large opening tunnel.
Okay, but if there's no creatures or anything, then I think I'll follow Rand if Rand wants to lead the way.
I think I do want to do that.
I will be right back.
Oh,
Oh,
Your
that
chicken's
sounded
done.
fun,
Can't
Either
wait.
that or the toast is done.
yeah, something's done.
That reminds me of an old joke from a Truly Tasteless Jokes book.
Uh-oh.
How do you know when a wasp's dinner is done? Smoke alarm goes off. It's the one racist white joke I know. It's
something.
very accurate. That's why it's funny.
I'll turn this stream right around, John.
I knew it.
Hey,
I
I'm
knew
white.
you were
I can
in
tell
trouble.
that joke. Right?
I mean, I think that's what they say.
Hmm.
But I don't know who they are.
There's
All
a
right,
lot of these
so-
out there now.
So Bree's headed downward a little bit. I'm headed this way.
I was just checking around the corner. You can tell she's not looking like she's gonna bolt.
She was peeking.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna jump ahead of Bree and say, "Whoa, Bree! You gotta let me go first. You're fragile, like a beautiful flower."
Well, can you show me which way you think we should go?
Well, I mean, if you think we should go this way, let me lead the way.
Okay.
And so let's head down this way.
Axe turns and looks back at the hole we were about to go in, then turns and looks and sees Bree walking away and follows.
This is an interesting dynamic.
It is a very interesting dynamic, and I'm very curious as to how this is going to end up. So as you go down this path, it's
weird.
What's that?
This is so weird.
As you go down this path, it's wider than. It's about as wide as the opening. You get to the end, and it narrows a bit, but it opens up into a large room, and from the 30-foot radius vision that you have, you see this green, glowing kind of ooze, like a little lake in this cavern. And as you look around, there's stalactites, and it's, all cave, all rock. But the smell, it hits you. It's pungent. And it kind of burns your eyes a bit.
Rand, what do you see up there?
I just see like a dirty green puddle.
Oh, my eyes are starting to burn.
Yeah. It's like this room is full of poisonous steam. Do I see any, people or creatures or anything in here?
There's nothing right now. I mean, you can't really see past the front of this lake unless you get closer into the room. And Rand, as you get in, there's paths. You notice, the lake is more centered in this room, and it's bubbling, and it's smoking. But you can get around it.
I grab my bandana and do my beard filter thing. Flip my beard up and tie it around. And...
Yep. So upon you doing that, Rand and Bree, how close are you getting to this?
Looks like I'm 15, 20 feet away. Rand's in front of me.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm about 10 feet away.
Not gonna lie, this feels a lot like Deep Rock Galactic.
Rand, why don't you make a Constitution saving throw?
Okay. Now it's a 24, and just to let you know, I do have advantage against any kind of poison, in case that comes up.
All right.
Dwarves.
Dwarves, bro.
Yeah, it's you get this sick, your mouth starts to water, and your stomach rolls. The smell is just nasty. It smells. It's a bile. It's a smells of old stale puke. And the closer you get to it, the stronger it gets. But with the 26 or whatever it is you said you had, you're able to swallow it down and just kind of keep it down.
Lord.
And from 10 feet away, make a perception check. Make a perception check. Or a wisdom check, whichever.
I only have a 9 in perception.
Yeah. So you're looking and you can't really see past the surface. You're looking around. You can kind of see a little bit in, but you don't see anything. It's just a green, bubbly, smoky, gross, stinky lake.
Does this shit look like it's flammable?
What does
Everything's flammable at the right temperature.
Yeah, I mean, what is...
It's fair. That is fair.
Oh,
would it go kaboom?
There's only one way to find out, John.
So from where we are, we can't see.
Treat this like you treat the Crips. Or
And
like
we
you,
wouldn't be able to.
or like you
Go
treat
ahead.
the guy in the basement. Light him on fire and find out.
I'm really kind of tempted to just tell everyone to get back and light this fucking thing on fire.
But we can't see how far the path continues past it because of the haze and.
I mean,
I walk
right.
up by Rand. Rand, why are we waiting? What's going on?
I'm gonna go around then. I mean, like,
Does anyone?
stay with my back to the wall, but go around like this.
Axe, you can do magic, right? Can you light up the area, maybe see so we can see a little better?
Oh, sure, yeah, here. And I cast dancing lights. It gives us 4 torch-sized lights within range. I put one above the pond and one above each of our heads.
All right, so why don't you roll? Are you gonna look in, Axe, and look into?
Sure, yeah. Bree mentioned seeing better, so I'm gonna step in within 5 feet of it and look inside with my lights.
All right. Why don't you roll wisdom or perception with advantage?
Advantage. Roll. Nat 20 for a 22.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. You can
See my little treasure inside my die.
Yeah.
I love these dice.
You can see the bottom. I mean, it is clear to you. You can see the rocks on the bottom, and
I'm half expecting to see bodies like the priests in that one puddle we found. Nothing like that. Okay.
Nope. About 3 feet out, and you would estimate probably about 4 feet down is a glass. It looks like a glass vial that, with your wisdom perception, you would know is a potion of some sort.
Guys, there's like a potion in here. I'm
gonna get closer, and
I wish I had one of those magic hands like those wizards do. That would be super helpful right now.
I'm gonna get within visual distance of the thing that he's pointing out.
All right. So he's pointing it out. You'll be able to see it. But also, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Bree.
Yeah, I'm not as good as most of my characters as that. So, good roll though. Good roll. 19.
Yep.
18 plus 1.
Yep. You get that taste in your mouth, and you're very familiar with it, and you just kind of kind of swallow it down, and
memories of college.
Yeah, pretty much.
I stick just the end of my staff in the water, or in the stuff. Does anything happen to it? Just the tip.
Just the tip. What is the tip?
It's wood.
The wood? Okay, so
It's a wooden staff. It was a spear that had a metal point on it, but that got broken off, so now it's a staff.
Yep.
I stick that rough end that got broken off in there, see if it does anything.
That
way, if it does do something, I win because the end ends up smooth instead of being rough.
Yep. At first, nothing really happens.
Okay.
But as you pull it out, it starts to sizzle.
Ooh. Pull it out, it starts to sizzle. Anyone want to put that in the subtitle?
Seeing that it looks like a potion and something valuable, Bree is going to want to get it. And as I think we kind of talked, that she's not as familiar with some of her new abilities. I would like for her to unintentionally cast Mage Hand.
Well, no. Axe said it earlier. He said, I wish I had one of those magic hands like the wizards do.
She doesn't know she can do it. That's the thing.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, I don't know if that, let's see. If she should do some kind of a check to see if or how she can do it, kind of a thing. It's kind of she really wants to have it. So it's like, using an ability she doesn't know she has, but
Is her mage hand gonna go off anytime she wants something? That would be
so
kind
I
of a
don't know
cool
if
quirk.
since her spellcasting is based on charisma, should I just do a charisma check?
I will. You know what? In this instance, I will say that if she doesn't know what she's doing, just make it appear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, one of them things. Says that he points at it. Says it's glowing above the like. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This mage hand, you'll notice it's very blue and wispy. Kind of reminds you a little bit of the glass jar that she appeared in.
Interesting.
Oh, well, that's new.
Are you doing that?
And I'll move it side to side and be like, yeah, I guess so.
I wave at it.
I will attempt to make it wave.
I flip it off.
I will make it slap him.
Ow. Okay, yeah, that's yours. I felt that slap before.
All right. I would like it to retrieve the item from under the...
All right. So the mage hand, with his blue glowing form, sinks into this green goo, this green bubbling water. And I'll need a DM JC answer for this. Do mage hands take damage? No, it's just
magical energy.
Okay.
Unless they're dispelled, that's the only way that you'd really
Okay.
get one of them to dispel magic.
All right. So the mage hand goes down, and it goes down about 4 feet. Scoops up this potion vial, this potion bottle, brings it back
What
out.
it's for, honestly. This and opening traps that you don't want anyone nearby.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, as long as it's
shrinking your gnome and carrying him by the scruff of his neck.
Yeah, as long as it's not more than 10 pounds.
it is not. And it brings it back in front of you, and it has it clasped in its mage hand, stops right in front of Bree, and the fingers one by one slowly open up to reveal a bottle.
I'll let the stuff drip off of it before I grab it, but then I'll grab it.
All right. As the last of the green ooze drops off, Bree takes it, and are you going to inspect it, or are you just going to put it in your pouch?
Yeah, I'll see what I can see. Since we have the light, I should be able to tell color at least.
Etched in the side of this bottle is what looks to be a giant. What you would know a giant to be, kind of like a very what can I compare it to? Like a very heavy, muscular, oversized.
All hail the New York Giants.
Yeah. And you can tell it's a giant because it takes up half of, one half size of the bottle, but then like somebody thought they were funny and there's all these little people around it.
Like a cave drawing.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Okay.
Do an apothecary check. What is it called?
Arcana.
Arcana.
Probably.
Medicine.
Yeah. Do medicine check.
All right. Yeah, they're about the same. So.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, this dice is awesome. Natural 20 for a 21.
Nice.
Yeah. So with your experience, you've seen this before. You know that this marking, this artistry is very well known, and the symbol on the side with the giant and the little people around it's this potion master's potion of hill giant strength.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll definitely show the boys, and I'll stow it, but not in a way that's like, oh, it's mine, I'm greedy, but kind of a, if we need it, we need it kind of thing.
So I kind of put it
I'm
on
still
your
gonna
person.
walk back here to see if there's anything of note back here.
No. So you make your way around, Rand, and you realize that it is the end of that tunnel. It is just a cave. There's no secret entrances. There's nothing hidden. It just kind of
Same
dead
thing
ends.
stuck in my JC, same thing in my head that you thought of.
Yep.
I'm just a cave.
I'd rather not be. Yeah, I've had a soundtrack going through my head. Like I was singing "Gin Blossoms Follow You Down" when we started going in, and then shortly after that, there was another song that came through my head. It's like, I wonder how many people have like soundtracks to their life, like I do.
Yeah. There was a Making My Way going on there too. So.
Yeah. That
Making
one.
my way
Alright.
downtown.
Well, I was going with "Making My Way in the World Today." Takes everything you got.
Nice.
All right.
Whatever does it for you, man.
All right. Well,
Lord.
that felt
that's what
profitable.
does it for me.
All right.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Let's get away from this smell.
Smell bad.
Smell bad.
Like the bog of eternal stench. So are we going back towards the other cave? I moved my balls along with us, the glowy balls. They last for... How long do those last? A minute. Actually, they're probably gone at this point. So we're back to our dark vision as they wink out. Unless you guys want them, do you still want them? Does the extra light help you guys? This doesn't bother me. This is normal for me.
Nah.
All right.
No. Just we know you have it if we need it.
Yep.
All right.
Bree,
so
come
headed
on.
This way.
You're supposed
And
to be in
headed
front of
back this way and say, "All right, that was great, but I think what we were looking for might be over here."
All right. I'll follow Rand. Bree's now distracted at the fact that she was able to do magic because she's not used to that.
So you make your way out the way you came through the tunnel, and you go past the asteroid meteor to that but to the tunnel that you passed when searching for whatever threw those rocks at you. And you go down, and it's a little bit of a tighter fit. It's probably about 5 feet wide.
Think thin.
Yeah, think thin. Mind the rocks. And
Mind your rocks.
You get about 10 feet into this tunnel, and you come to a crossroads where you can either go left or right.
Meet me at the crossroads.
I'm gonna go left. It's always right.
Left is always right. And both tunnels, you still can't see more than 30 feet. And they're still narrow, still about 5 feet wide. And you come to a spot to where you can see and it dead ends in front of you, but there's another tunnel to your right, which opens up.
All right. Let's go down this way.
And again,
Come on, guys.
another choice. Straight ahead of you, it path veers to the left and to the right.
Left is always
Oh,
right,
man.
right?
I mean, yeah, but except when it's wrong. All right, let's go left.
Left. Left it is.
And going down the tunnel,
As we pass, can we see anything in that first tunnel? Or the one a little to the right of that one?
it's just a tunnel. You can only see 30 feet.
Okay. So nothing exciting.
Nothing
Following random.
Nope, nothing exciting. And as you walk through these tunnels, your footfalls are echoing off of the walls, and it's very quiet. You don't hear any dripping. All you hear is the sound of your feet and shuffling rocks and the dirt and the gravel. It is.
So we're the noisiest things in here.
Yeah, you're the noisiest things, and it is eerily silent.
Mm. Well, keep going down.
And as you keep going down, you see these little openings. You see this little opening to your right. And as you peer into that opening, you realize that both tunnels are leading you to the same area.
Mm.
Mm. And it's quiet.
And it's
right?
very quiet.
I would like to start my dancing lights up,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to send one down in front of Rand into that lower area, and then look through that other tunnel, see if I see any of that light down there. I'm trying to see if both of these tunnels connected. Seeing that this connected back to the other one,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if
There's another loop.
Yeah, if there's another loop there.
Yep.
So I send a dancing light down ahead of Rand, and I step over to here to look and see if I see that light coming this way at all.
Yep.
I do.
Yes, you do. So you
Cool.
send it down, and it's very obvious that there is a cave at the end, or that there is an opening at the end that your dancing light has opened up into.
What else do we see, Tom?
Make
Hmm.
make a
The,
perception check.
Oh boy. I know what I see on the map, but I'm a little nervous.
Is it,
Oh,
are
that
they
was
alive?
that
they
was
alive or
almost a
dead?
1, but it's a 9. So it rolled over to a 7.
5.
You got a big rock in your way.
Yeah. Hopefully Rand's got the better view.
He does it, technically.
I have a good view.
I mean, I've had a great view. I've been following Bree.
Hmm.
What did you guys get?
I had a 9.
Out of 5.
Bree had a 5. We're waiting to see what Rand had.
I'm sorry, it was perception.
Perception, yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
So
the
Rand
fan-
is closer, and he notices all of these dead Ankeg husks, these exoskeletons, shells, dead bodies, whatever you want to call it. And Axe and Bree, because you are a little bit behind, the darkness is kind of clouding your vision. You realize that there's stuff there. You just don't know what it is.
Walk closer. I will walk right up to them to see what they are.
As you all walk into this room, you hear a crunching sound.
Axe, was that you?
I looked down at my feet. I don't think so.
Rand, was that you?
I mean, I'm typically very loud, but not like that.
I should have said, yeah, sorry, that was me. I'm eating rice cakes.
From the other side of the husks and the dead bodies, you hear this voice call out, "Hello? Hello?"
Hello?
Whoa.
Who- Who's there?
I put my dancing lights in a ring in like between us and him or them, whoever they are, to kind of create that like blinding light for them.
You see nothing.
Nothing.
Hmm.
Are you friend or foe?
Are you something or nothing?
Are
I
you
don't
nice
see you.
or mean?
I don't know what you
Istanbul?
are.
Istanbul, is that you?
Do I know you? And you hear this crunching sound come forward. And at the very south end, you see where my cursor is? No, you probably don't, because you
I
don't see
don't.
my
You
cursor.
got 'em.
That's dumb. That was
You
a
got-
really dumb question.
Well, no, because you can highlight this thing and go like this.
Yeah.
You mean down there?
I am going to do, yes, I'm going to do
Yeah, that area.
I'm going to do this.
See, all my dancing lights are like this.
appearing as if from nowhere, just magically
Is that the Knight
apparating,
Rider?
is a man. Not a man. He is a tiefling.
Hmm.
Are you Iskavol?
Yes. Yes.
Torvain sent us to find you.
Torvain. Is he okay?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he be? He surrenders a lot.
And the tiefling looks at you like, what?
Never mind.
I was dragged down here, and I've been stuck here for a while. I just...
Dragged down here by what?
I don't know.
That's not good.
And then he starts yelling, Torvain! Torvain, where are you?
He's back at the tower, dude.
And Iskavol closes his eyes, kind of shakes his head, and starts walking towards you guys.
Are you okay, buddy?
I just don't feel the greatest. I have this... My head hurts. He shakes
How
his
long
head
have you
again.
been down here?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can you follow us? We'll lead you out.
Iskavol looks around and yells, Torvain? Torvain!
He's this way. If you follow us, we'll lead you to him.
Do you need something to eat?
No,
That's a good question.
I'm not hungry.
Can I step up to him and touch him? Like, if I and just subtly, I just want to step up to him and just kind of look at him and just kind of put a hand on his shoulder, like I'm going to comfort him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he physically there?
Yeah, yep, he's there.
Okay.
And you notice as you get closer, sticking out of his side, as his cloak is, it's not around him, it's draped down his back, like he has.
Mhm.
So he's wearing like a mage robe with the hood, and that you would pull around yourself. But in this instance, the hood is back, and it's off of his shoulder, so it's going straight down his back. And in his side,
His shoulders. Okay.
jammed in his side, is a golden...
One of these gold
Rock.
stick things.
Yep.
Hmm.
Is a golden dildo.
Whoa! Wait a minute, sir. Sir, hang on. Here,
The
I'm
golden
gonna-
dildo is in him.
So I think you got a piece of something.
Let chaos reign.
Not so much here or here, but here.
Yeah. Oh, you said it didn't look bad.
Here, if you hold still, sir, I'm gonna make you feel a bit better.
He swats your hand. Were you reaching to grab it out?
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of shoves you off, like, oh, yes.
Hey, now behave. I'm trying to help you out.
And he kind of shrugs you off.
Rand? He's getting
All
feisty.
right. Well, that's enough, man. You've been stabbed. We need to
Help.
help you. Don't be a dumbass.
I'm gonna say in both of their heads at the same time. Distract them for a second.
Here, look at this. And then I start juggling the...
Yeah.
right.
I go into my backpack
dancing
and
lights.
pull out all the ones that I got. Like, what would you do if these were all stabbed into me, bro? You'd help me, wouldn't you?
Axe, do a performance check. Rand, I need you to do a charisma check.
Keep in mind, I can make these go wherever I want them to go with my mind. So... It's a 16.
16 also.
Oh.
All right, and
So he is completely focused on both of you. He's watching your lights dance around and looks back and forth between you two, looking at the rocks.
All right, I am going to try my my new trick and try to use the mage hand to grab it and pull it out of him. Unless it needs more than 10 pounds of force, I guess.
It's a reach around from behind.
The mage hand reach around.
Mage hand reach around.
As he's looking, he completely oblivious to this blue hand that is attempting to sneak around behind him, and he looks at the lights, looks at the rocks, and he is enraptured, engrossed in the lights flashing all around. And the mage hand comes around behind him to his left side and slowly grips the edge of the rock inside, lodged inside his ribs. And with a sharp tug, the rock comes out. And Iskavol jumps, shrieks, and collapses.
All right, nice.
That was
guys.
I cure wounds on him
Teamwork.
right away.
What was
Lay
that,
a
John?
hand over that I cure wounds on him right away. I lay a hand over the opening and cast cure wounds at level 1.
All right. The blood stops coming out, and he opens his eyes.
6 hit points, if you want to know.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I know sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just a story beat. So.
Thank you. Thank you for this.
What are those things?
I do not know. I was walking through the woods and I came across this tunnel, and somehow when I approached the meteor, one of these shards shot out and lodged itself in my ribs.
As he's talking, Axe is reaching in his pocket and slowly just dropping them on the ground one by one. Trying not to get Rand's attention because he knows Rand really likes him, but the warning bell's gone off in his head finally.
And I was chased down. I was able to get away only by making myself invisible. And then they left me alone, and I've been here. I don't know how long I've been here.
What was chasing you?
The Ankegs.
Dude.
Like multiple?
Yeah. I counted at least 3.
Oh boy. We gotta walk very quietly.
Let's not dilly-dally too much.
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Well, then, before we move on, then I'm going to let Axe and Rand know that the voice they've been hearing in their head, that was me, that they can talk back to me using the same, like just think it at me.
And my mom said I should never talk back to a lady. Usually when I did that, if I didn't listen and I did that, it was followed up with a wooden spoon. So,
Well,
Iskavol stands up and says, "Thank you. I must get back to Torvain. Can you at least point me in the direction of the exit?"
follow us. Let's go. Start walking.
And that is where we're going to end it.
Yay!
Nice.
So you have found Iskavol.
Oh, that's good.
Found Iskavol.
Got to do some fun things with my new character today.
Removed.
Mage hand.
Stone with mage hand.
Talking to people in their heads. We are
Yes.
Two Nerds, One Quest. We are here every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. We will be back here again next Sunday, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. You see where this is going? Good. I hope you join us again. Get the podcast Wednesday mornings. It is free wherever you get your podcast from. Join our Patreon. It is a big help to us. It helps us do things like get modules and things to enhance our stream and make our show better for you. It's alleviates some of the cost, and it's much appreciated. Patreon.com/2nerds1quest. Just $1 a freaking month gets you the unedited podcasts within hours of us being done here, meaning the pre-show chat, the post-show chat, versus the show on Wednesdays, which gets edited. You don't get any of the pre or post-show and stuff like that. So consider it. Just $1 a month gets you that. If you go any other tiers, there are other things that you can get. There are other benefits. So take a look at that. Patreon.com/2nerds1quest. Yeah. Ratings and reviews. Let other people know who we are. Let other people, let them know if you're enjoying the show. Give us ratings and reviews. We want to know what you guys think of us.
Join the Discord.
Discord. bit.ly/OurFunDiscord. We talk about things other than D&D. We talk about games and music and movies and D&D. Ask us questions. Hit us up. We're easily accessible there. And we have fun. And we post things. And it's entertaining. At least entertaining to me.
All that matters.
Yeah. Yep. So with that being said, for me, for Genius, for Cooch, for JC, I guess we'll catch you next week, because I know you're going to be here, because I know you're not going to leave us hanging, because I know you enjoy the show.
If we sold these golden things as dildos, could you imagine the complications?